Jim Goodnight has a great quote. Treat employees like they make a difference, and they will. Bob Nelson reminds us, an employee's motivation is a direct result of the sum of interactions with his or her manager. Hi, this is Jay Rose from Total Dealer Training. Let's talk about how to build your winning team this year and maintain their growth so you continue to have them year after year. You know, one of the biggest frustrating things in the auto industry has always been turnover. Now, we in our workshops, online, in our manager sections, we talk about how to eliminate turnover because it is very costly. Even though there's not a chart of account on your financial statement, it is a very costly thing. In fact, NADA had suggested that it's upwards to $90,000 is what it costs a dealership to lose a good person. You know, whether it's a salesperson, a manager, or somebody that has produced for you. So, but one thing we want to talk about though is, first of all, in order to get good people, if you want to upgrade your team or even start a team, is you have to be able to recruit. Now, there are recruiting companies out there that'll offer to do this for you, but my experience, especially in used cars, buy here, pay here, is I have to actually train the outside recruiting company what is different about what we do, and that we're not looking for traditional car people. We're not looking for sales people. We're looking for people who are good at building relationships, closing customers on value. Usually that comes from other industries. So my suggestion is give us a call. We have a proven method of how to actually recruit buy here, pay here, whether it's collections, whether it's a finance specialist, whether it's somebody handling the service, customers or the customer repair process. Even we're always running ads for our VIP dealers, for mechanics, for every single person in your business, in your dealership. We can show you a better way very effectively how to actually get better people to respond, and then once you do have their attention, then how to interview them properly as well. Because sometimes, you know, you may have a good person, but if we're not closing them on the value of our program, we don't eliminate that negativity that's associated to our business or the opportunity. So we have specific technologies and ways to get that done. So they're excited and happy to come work for your company, and they want to stay there forever. And then once you hire them, to make sure that you have an onboarding process that includes whether it's our BDC and our sales, it's 80 pages of specifically how to do their job with every single customer that they'll ever have to deal with, whether it's in lead generation, lead management, handling the customer through the process, that their purchase process, our underwriting process, and how to follow up and prospect for future customers so you don't have to spend any money on advertising. Because a lot of times dealers will ask the question, well, how can I afford all this training you're talking about? Easy. All our dealers successfully, they take it out of the advertising that's not being effective. Because if you train your people properly and you teach them how to fish, then the good news is you don't have to do it traditionally in ways that don't work. Using retail techniques in buy here, pay here, or subprime doesn't work. The other thing is, if you do have somebody that's not quite producing, just like in professional sports, there's a way to terminate that person properly. Number one, counseling, write-ups. We go over all this information in our training. But the important thing is just remember, lose the guilt. I don't care if they've been breathing oxygen there for 9 years. That is not loyal. Loyal is producing for the company each and every day. So I know sometimes, especially if it's even someone that's related to the owner, you have to look at every single player on that team. And if they're not doing a good job with your customers and building relationships that lead to either a delivery or somebody paying us or repairing a vehicle for a customer in our business model, they shouldn't be on the team. It doesn't mean you can't like them. It doesn't mean you can't personally pay money out of your checking account to keep them home or whatever you want to do, but don't put them on the team unless they have a great attitude, they're coachable, and they're productive. Now, talk about training. Now, training should be done every single day. How often daily should you train? Yeah, daily, obviously. It could be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. We show you how to do a basic one-on-one with each of your members. How to do group training when there's topics that you need to cover as a skill level. Remember, training is about skills. You know, a sales meeting or a traditional meeting could be about HR or something related to you want somebody or the team to do something. We're only talking about training skills to increase their performance and better results. So in order to do that as a manager coach, you can either be an expert at everything, which most of us aren't, or you can turn to the experts, give us a call, and you can either deliver how to do their job better, demonstrate those skills needed with live customers, either in dealership, or if you don't want to see the live as far as techniques live, you can come to a workshop and get it live, but it's in a group format, a little less expensive for that, or you can get it 24/7. Either way, it's better to have your team watch an expert do it versus you try to learn a new technique, stumble through it, and you didn't get it done properly. If you're looking to increase sales, lower your repossessions, and increase your profits this year, look no further than collateral protection from CP Insurance Associates. They were the #1 and first collateral protection approved in Texas. And I have them in my dealerships and I see the results. So if you want the best in service, in claims payments, and also making sure that you increase your profitability to help you sell more cars, give Bill Murphy a call, the number below. So take the pressure off. Just be a facilitator of expert training. And you can do that by doing a daily one-on-one. Sit down, you do it, I do it, and make it a fun, motivating thing. It should never be negative, otherwise people won't want to do training. Next thing you want to make sure they have access and log in to the TDT online training so they can develop their skills even while watching some videos, while eating lunch, in between, even at home. Because sometimes, you don't have time as a manager, you're busy, and your team's just starving to learn more so they can do better. Quick example, we had a brand new finance specialist, AKA, some dealers call them sales, but this girl had done underwriting assistant position, had never done anything in her life related to sales. She was afraid, she was scared, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I says, no, this is not about selling. This is about building relationships, about taking an application, explaining the customer's options, and just relax. It's okay. We have money and cars, they don't. So don't worry about there's no selling going on. In fact, they need to sell us, the customers need to sell us, that we should approve them. So she relaxed, did 29.5 units her first month. I'll repeat that, first month. Second month, 27, dipped a little bit. But compare that to your team out there. That's the difference with effective training. And so if you say to yourself, well, if my team does at least that, that's where you pay for the training. So again, it's all based on you can do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and that's called insanity. Or you can get the best training out there for your specific business and stop using stuff that we picked up over the years. Now, once you actually have them trained, demonstrate the techniques, then they're doing it, then you have to make sure you keep that momentum going. And the best way to do that is to compensate them for that. So you have to make sure your compensation supports what your philosophy is. Are you using basically a retail salesperson's compensation from the car business, or are you using a compensation that supports learning, making sure that they do the right thing and build relationships and not focused on some commission? And there is a difference. I've seen dealers literally change one part of the compensation and it ruins and had people quit because they're trying to tweak it I want to make sure they're hungry or this. No. You need to make sure you don't have a sales type of person, where they're just chasing a dollar or commission, because it can go against you. If you tie them into just down payment, guess what? I can already tell you what's going to happen just by looking at a compensation and say, hey, you having this behavior, this behavior, this behavior. They're like, yeah, you haven't even been to my dealership. I know, but I know human behavior. So if you want to ruin a team, go put in a retail compensation program for subprime and buy here, pay here, and you will absolutely do that. Or worse, they'll be doing things that work against your portfolio just so they can sell a car. So again, this is a deeper conversation, mainly for management, but call me if you have any questions. I can tell you exactly. If you want to double your net profits, make sure you have the compensation that supports your philosophy. The other thing is motivation. People say, well, Jay, you're motivating. I'll just come have you talk to my people. No, it's not about that. It's not about getting them excited. First of all, don't even worry about motivating your team. First thing is figure out what's demotivating them, what sucks the life out of them, what makes them depressed. I'm not saying it's you, the owner or the manager watching this video. All I'm saying is you need to be aware and then eliminate the things that demotivate your team, and that will motivate them. So again, a lot deeper conversation. We have a lot more information on our online about these specific topics. The most important thing is this: if you want to build or improve your current team, there's specific things you need to do differently than you're doing now. But first, you need to do the math. If you want a better performance, what is the performance you need? So if you want this and they're doing this, figure out how much more increase in performance, whether it's in collections, reducing repos and customer repair process, or you call it sales, but I call it purchase and underwriting process. Whatever that is, you need to monetize that. And then if they could just do an extra 4 units or this, or collect a little bit more, learn how to negotiate more, once you know the value of that increase, then you're deciding on doing something, investing a little money into your people is way easier. So if you like this video, definitely click it, forward it to other people, maybe in your 20 group, share it with others. And most importantly is we're here for you at Total Dealer Training, because we want to make sure that you live your lifestyle that you want, and this is guaranteed. If you just do what we tell you, we're here for you to support you. See you in the next video. Total Dealer Training trains and coaches dealership personnel through online, in-dealership, and live workshops. We educate, motivate, and develop the skills of your team to improve results while allowing them to be the best possible versions of themselves. If you want more information about our services, visit our totaldealertraining.com website, or you can call me directly at 904-955-7666. We can customize a training solution that'll meet your dealership needs. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment so you can be notified when future videos are released.